Are you planning to travel by air to or within the United States? If yes, are you aware of any recent changes to CDC's guidelines for air travelers? Hi, my name is Andre Major, immigration attorney and an immigrant myself. In today's episode, I'm going to discuss two main changes in CDC's requirements for air travelers. Before I begin, please click the subscribe button below and hit the notification bell to get all our immigration content right when we post it. Also, feel free to leave your comments below for your thoughts and ideas about today's topic. So let's get started. During the early days of COVID-19 pandemic, the U.S. government, in collaboration with the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, the CDC, established health restrictions to mitigate the symptoms and spread of COVID-19 around the country. However, as the COVID-19 situation became more manageable, so did the restrictions. The CDC made two major requirements to COVID restrictions for domestic and international travel. Let's talk about them. First, negative COVID-19 viral test or documentation of recovery from COVID-19 is no longer needed. Previously, all travelers flying into the United States from another country had to present a negative COVID test result from a sample obtained no more than 1 day before departure or paperwork showing recovery from COVID-19 in the previous 90 days. Luckily for you, CDC has rescinded this requirement for all air passengers, regardless of citizenship or vaccination status. This means you won't need to present a negative COVID-19 test result before boarding a flight to the US. However, don't get too comfortable, since the CDC can reassess the necessity for testing every 90 days and might reintroduce it, particularly coming closer to the winter. Keep updated regarding this requirement by checking the CDC website. Change number 2. Mask requirements on public transportation are no longer needed. On January 29, 2021, the CDC issued an order requiring individuals to wear masks on public transportation conveyances or on the premises of transportation hubs like airports, train stations, and the like, bus depots. But as of April 18, 2022, a court order to discontinue the enforcement of this requirement. Judge Mizell of the Middle District of Florida cited saying that the requirement exceeded the CDC's statutory authority. That decision, of course, is on appeal. However, CDC still recommends that people wear masks indoor public transportation locations at this time. What are the latest requirements for travel? Now that we have covered the main changes in travel requirements, let's discuss the latest requirements for travel. Now, so here's the latest requirements for international travel, and then we're going to talk about domestic. Non-U.S. citizens and non-U.S. immigrants traveling to or from the United States must present the following: proof of vaccination showing that you are fully vaccinated against COVID-19. You will not be allowed to board a flight to the United States if you are not a U.S. citizen or non-U.S. immigrant who is not fully vaccinated. So there are, however, certain exceptions. So what am I saying? If you're a U.S. citizen or a green card holder, you don't need to be fully vaccinated. But if you're not that, you will. Before boarding the flight bound for the U.S., all air passengers must disclose their contact information to the airline. This will be used for contact tracing purposes for those who may be exposed to a communicable disease like COVID-19. Remember to carry your passport, U.S. visa if applicable, and any entrance or residency documents required for admission into the U.S. Take note, while a negative test result or any documentation demonstrating recovery from COVID-19 is no longer required, CDC nevertheless urges passengers to get tested no more than 3 days before departure. There are not many requirements for U.S. citizens and green card holders traveling to the U.S., but they have to bring their passport and necessary documents for admission and provide their contact information, the same as non-U.S. citizens. Now, what about domestic travel? So let's talk about the latest requirements for domestic travel. That's within the United States. Similar domestic travel requirements have also been reduced. You have to follow all state, tribal, local, and territorial travel restrictions, but again, that's not new. To be updated with travel restrictions and guidance, you can visit CDC Public Health Gateway, linked in the description below. And you got to check with the airline that you're traveling with any requirements such as testing, vaccination, or other documents, because it is changing pretty quickly. And that's all for today's video. If you're traveling to or from the United States and need legal advice on whether that affects your immigration status, feel free to contact Undersmaker Law or leave a message below and we'll assist you in exploring the best course of action for you. If you found this info informative, please like and share it with your friends who are also considering their immigration journeys. And if you have any ideas of future topics or would like me to talk about a particular immigration-related topic, go ahead and let me know in the comment section below. Until next time, stay healthy and be safe.